Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
How is, obviously you're not a normal newcomer. You've played a lot of college football. You've been around for a long time, but what's it been like at part of a new program?
It's been great. I've loved every single minute of it. This is a dream come true, honestly. I've loved, basically how the team has welcomed me in. It's like second to none. You know what I'm saying? We've already started watching film together. We already started hanging out. The coaches, I love them, every single one of them. They've been showing me love. It's been amazing.
Brendan? Paramount, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You mentioned it's a dream come true. I guess why? Why was this opportunity a dream for you?
As a kid, I've always loved Florida State. Before high school games, I'll play the war chant and stuff. Don't tell nobody from my city because they all Florida fans. But you know what I'm saying? I used to love Florida State. And, I get to live out the dream now just being here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give everything I got to the program. Yeah.
Back to Ira over there.
Sorry about that. You obviously a confident guy. I think we saw that obviously the way you play, but then also just during the recruiting process. How do you handle that, though, going into a new team where these guys don't know you, and do you feel like you have to prove yourself, or are you just going to be who you are no matter what?
It's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you don't want to be scared because that's not me, but I'm not arrogant either. So I didn't come in with all the rah-rah. I just came in and worked, show them boys, exactly how I get down. Show them that I'm a, work first guy, fun second, you know what I'm saying? Run hard, film, training room, you're always gonna see me in the building as much as possible. So, I'm sure they respected it, but I'm not just, one to be like shy, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming in, I'm gonna still be myself, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna be respectful at the same time. I respect the dudes that were here before me too, so, yeah.
Bob in the front row.
Hey, good afternoon. You've played in this 3-3-5 at Syracuse. What do you like about the defense, and how does it fit your skill set?
I love that it's eyes on the quarterback. It's, fun games up front, so you're always going to have pressure. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to have some type of pressure. And, it's a little more zone than man, but when you play man, you off, you know what I'm saying? You can do your thing. I'm a smaller guy, but, big heart. And I love using my feet. I love, reading the quarterback, So you get to, blitz a little bit too. It's a little bit of everything. That's why I like the 3-3-5. You go, and I'm versatile, so you can put me anywhere in it too. You can put all the guys anywhere in it. Honestly, the way we stack up. So.
Tony White was part of your recruiting process out of high school. You got to play for him, I believe, a year, so you now get reunited with him. I guess what about that opportunity stood out to you, and relationship like with Coach White?
Our relationship is really good. One of my best friends, that's his uncle. You know what I'm saying, from growing up. So, I've been to know Coach White, and it was an amazing opportunity, when he showed up in that portal and he told me he wanted me to come and play for him again. I couldn't wait, you know what I'm saying? Because it was short-lived at Syracuse. He got a new job, but I can't wait. Yeah, it's been fun so far. I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Clearly confident. You talked about playing fast, playing physically. I guess and you also mentioned maybe not being the biggest guy, so I guess where does that come from, that confidence that you find within yourself to play so physically?
I guess, it all comes from the work. You know what I'm saying? When you put in all the work I do, you put all your time in the ball and staying focused, you got no choice but to be confident in what you could do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel so good about this season, because this has definitely been my best offseason, and my best offseason with the team as well. Like, team-wise, this is the best team I've been around as an offseason. You know what I'm saying? The leadership, the work ethic. So you can't help but be confident in yourself and, the people around you, too. You feel me?
Kurt.
Talking about your size, obviously it hasn't stopped you from having success in your college career. I guess, how do you define your skill set? What do you think has allowed you to let that not be a factor and you've played at a high level?
Right. Okay. Watching guys that have done it before me, like, Brent Grimes, Asante Samuel Sr., Mike Sanders still, guys like that, that are the same size as me, but they've done it. You know what I'm saying? I watched the blueprint. Tyrann Mathieu, of course, he's nasty, he physical, he's mean. You got to have that edge to you, because we give up a little bit of size, we give up some inches, but I don't give up no heart, I don't give up no work. I feel like that's where my edge is, in that standpoint. So, yeah.
You obviously know what Coach Surtain's son is doing right now, but were you familiar much with him as a player, his career, and what kind of things has he shared with you since he's been working with you?
Absolutely, he a legend. He a football legend. So he played a long time. He played with the Dolphins and everything. He's a true pro, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? When we're in the building, when it's time to go, it's time to go. But he's also a player's coach too. You know what I'm saying? So you can be real comfortable with him. You know what I'm saying? He's like one of the guys. But when it's time to work, it's time to work. That's what I love so much about him. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? We switch it up. Okay, now it's time to go. Okay, now we're done with that. Okay, let's go back to, being cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's going to bring the best out of me and the best out of the group too. You know what I mean?
Dr. Kurt?
You talked about being a Florida State fan going back. I don't know how far back that goes, but in your lifetime, some pretty good DBs have come out of here. I guess, were there any who you growing up really idolized who played at Florida State or who played elsewhere?
Absolutely. Asante Samuel, the first one, I loved watching him. Derwin James, one of my guys, his name was Carlos Becker. He came up before me. He went to the same school as me, so he made that, dream like a reality. He made it seem like, okay, it's actually possible to do it. You know what I'm saying? So guys like that, obviously, the LaMarcus Joyners, Cromartie, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that. I just love ball. I just love, talking about ball. What are the ball questions you got? You feel me? He asks about me all day. I talk ball.
I got one, kind of, I guess, a two-parter, but as you guys have done like OTAs or out there working with new teammates, who are some wide receivers you found yourself, I guess, enjoying going up against, challenging, and some defensive players who you've gravitated towards as well, kind of share a similar mindset as you?
Okay, offense, I got somebody that's going to surprise y'all this year. 15, last name Boggs, first name Wade. That boy he's cold. He's cold. I like him a lot. He's going to be a sleeper. I got little McCoy in the slot, Squirrel White. Them boys fast. Them boys could go. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, Deuce, his work ethic is top-notch. Best work ethic I've ever seen from a receiver. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be exciting. I love the group we got. I'm trying to think about anyone I missed, but listen, all of them are really good. You know what I'm saying? Every single time I line up, it's like you got to be locked in, or you know what I'm saying? So now on defense, I love, talking ball with Shy. He's been a real good leader, good captain for everybody. Jabril, savvy. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to jump routes. He knows how to get the ball back for you. Q, he's real physical. He gonna play in your face. He gonna get his hands on you. I love his game too. You got KJ. You got Earl. Earl gonna come up and hit you. KJ gonna form, tackle you, hit you, do whatever you gotta do. Like, we got a good squadron of DBs. I love hanging around all of them, honestly. Like, even the young dudes, like Crow, like Jarvis, you know what I'm saying? Like, staying around them boys. Them boys are real ball guys. Like, they're gonna be pros too. So, Kai Bates, Charles, the list goes on. Like, I love them.
Got time for two more. We'll go to Liam here.
Nice to meet you. You kind of touched on it, but Shaheem, how big has he been? Obviously, it's going to be a new look secondary for you guys, but as a resource and as a player to look towards who's been in the system and knows what the expectation is, how big has he been in your transition over here?
He been huge, absolutely huge, because as a guy like me, I know what it takes, to be good in this league, but he really knows what it takes to be good as a player and a team. So I don't really have, at first when I came in, I wasn't trying to be all rah-rah, but, Shy came in, and Shy's the one who gets everybody going. When he says something, everybody go. Like, when he speaks, you listen, you know what I'm saying? Because he's done it, he's been here. And it's been a big, weight off my shoulders, because it's like, whew, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got to be bad cop. Like, I can let Shy be bad cop. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. So, yeah, that boy's been amazing, guiding me, getting me right with the defense, too, the new calls and stuff. Yeah.
Ira, for the last one.
We can look at the numbers and we can watch some of your film, some of how you've played. You've obviously had success, but what do you like personality-wise on the field? I mean, you like to talk? Do you like to get in receivers' heads? What do you enjoy about that part of the game?
It depends. Like sometimes I like to talk. If the game calls for it, I'm gonna talk all day. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like a game where it's like you gotta stay locked in, stay focused. Like this dude, he don't respond too much. I'm gonna stay locked in. But you know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see me chirping. You're gonna see me having fun, handshakes with everybody. It's gonna be a fun year.
Perfect. Thanks so much.